Yeah, a chick asked me that one time. She said, "Oh, what's your funniest joke?" That's my paycheck. And what I'm not going to spend on your ass. That's funny. Okay. Just had to just get them off it just like that. And, you know, I don't know if y'all know this or not, but I'm black, right? Check it out. But I started liking country western music for some strange reason. Because, you know, this country western music really ain't nothing but white folk blues. So I decided I'd write a song. Because I ain't got no but the title yet. Y'all might hear this. And you hear this, I want you to buy it for me. The name of the song is going to be I'm Such a Sad and Lonely Guy. Cause my dog left me and my wife stayed. That's the title. That ain't good? Okay, I'm gonna work on that one. I'll work on that one. Fella, now ladies, y'all might not be able to get to this joke here, but it ain't no real joke, it's reality. My comment is reality. But the fellas can get to this. What's up with that? When you go in the bathroom and you got 1 euro shorter than the other on the wall? Y'all, fellas, clap your hands, you have seen this. Okay, it's usually at the best places that you go to. Now, I'm trying to figure this out. You know, is it maybe just for midgets when they come in? Or is it a short one for like Mexicans? Or is it for when you have to make an educated decision? Whether or not yours is long enough? You know what I mean? Y'all don't understand. See, y'all understand. So we be trying not to pee on the floor. See, fellas, we got this thing, ladies. Some of us like to stand behind, you know, say get a little distance, get a little offset, a little thing, you know, we play with it sometimes, you know what I mean? And some of us like to stand real close. But no matter what you do, when you put it up, when you get a little age on you get that last little drip, 2 drips. Then you go to the bathroom like 4 or 5 times, you got a little wet spot right there. Yeah. You go in the bathroom, you're thinking to yourself, do I smell like pee? You know, does anybody really see the wet spot? And then you like get a big old drink and you're sitting on your leg so you can say, you know, I spilled my drink on my shit, you know? I be making plans and shit like that. I got some things, and I just bring things to light that some people be thinking about, but they just won't say it. But I'm the one that said it. You know, I like lesbians. Yes, I do. I love y'all with a passion. But I think that y'all have done something in the last few years that was wrong to real men, straight men. Some of you lesbians too goddamn pretty. We make mistakes like that. Like I went to a lesbian one time, this shit fucked me up. I said, hey, man, you look pretty good. She said, would you like to have some of my pussy? I said, yeah. I thought I was in real quick, right? She told me, but it got teeth. I said, damn. Your pussy got teeth? That shit scared the fuck out of me. I tried it though. She whooped my ass. True. That's kind of like when Chris Brown and Rihanna got to fight. Y'all remember? You remember Chris Brown supposedly had beat up Rihanna and went to jail, and he bit her. See, let me tell y'all something. I don't know how y'all white folk do it, but in the hood, the person that get beat, you know, the person that bite the person, the one doing the biting is the one that got his ass kicked. Because see, he tried to fight and shit, and he can't beat the fight, so he bite the motherfucker. Now shut up. That means that Rihanna was whooping Chris Brown's ass. Now that gives a new meaning to Ike Turner now. You know what I mean? But see, y'all don't understand. See, I'm basically from New York City, and I don't know if y'all know anything about Jamaican women. And Rihanna's Jamaican. Did y'all know that? Did nobody know that? See, Jamaican women, first of all, they got big heads, and they got big feet, and they believe in fighting. And Jamaican women fight really, really well. In fact, one of the rules to islanders, they call them islanders in New York. You know, if you're from Jamaica, Trinidad, Haiti, Guyana, the Bronx. They got a thing where when they come to this country, they bring a machete. And a machete is like basically like religious like thing. They all don't have machetes. But now, Jamaican girls are pretty cool with that. But let me tell you something about Haitian girls. Now Haitians, believe it or not, I'm gonna educate y'all a little bit on this right here. Haiti got a religion that is voodoo. That's the religion. They're like Baptists and Catholics, okay? All right, now, they believe in spirits, okay? All right, now, so now you got the gist. I was just getting, got a haircut, and I was going to the train, and I met this Haitian girl. So we talking, we rapping, and she said, you like to drink? I said, yeah. She said, what you gonna do? I said, well, I can just go get a bar of Hennessy over here, and we go to your place. So we went to her place. Now, you gotta keep in mind, when I went inside, she had like a plant right here. Well, it was like a dead plant right there, and a dead plant over there. And she had a knife stuck down in there. She had a bottle of empty liquor stuck down in there. And she had a bottle of empty Hennessy down in there. And on the other side. So the other side, I'm trying to work with her a little bit. I said, what's that, what you got that over there? She said, that's my religion. I said, what? She said, that's spirits. She talked to spirits in the house, and the spirits come over her house with a pocket knife, drink the liquor, and leave the shit in the plant. Right? Yeah. Then she told me to take my clothes off. I'm a little bit nervous about this shit. But I'm drunk now, drinking half a bottle of Hennessy. I take my clothes off. Right about this time, there's a knock at the door. Comes in a dude, big old dude from Jamaica. And she said, that's my boyfriend. I said, well, shouldn't I put my clothes back on? She said, no. He's gonna join in. And the spirit is gonna fuck me, and he's gonna fuck you. Oh, shit, no. So right about this time, I commenced to fight as hard as I possibly could. I was battling. I mean, the chick almost whooped my ass for real though. And the dude was over there trying to fuck me at the same time. So I'm fight her, and I'm fight him, and I'm fight her. And I grabbed one of the knives out of the thing right there, and to my surprise, I heard someone say, put it back. I said, damn. So at this point, I realized I ain't got my pants on. So I whooped around and sweat at the spirit, and I went and got my clothes, and I put it back on, and then I got away. Moral to my story, don't fuck with a Haitian girl. Okay? Just thought I'd let y'all white folk know that shit, trying to help y'all out. Damn. Let's talk about roaches. Now, I don't know how many of y'all, I clap your hands, you've been to New York before. Then y'all can relate to this shit. Everything in New York is bigger. And roaches are bigger. Big roaches.
Pretty big here.
They got flying roaches. Anybody ever seen a flying roach? That's some crazy shit. But now, roaches in New York count intelligent. I went over to the girl's house, I be having a problem with girls. I go to this girl. I went to the girl's house, and I'm sitting over, okay. I'm sitting over the house. We chilling, I'm being cool. Yeah, got my gasoline on. What's up, baby? Baby, you gonna do some things. And she said, I'll be right back. So she gets and goes to the bathroom. They go change the clothes. And I watch her. And she go. I'm sitting there. And I noticed this roach coming down the wall. She came back. I noticed a couple of other roaches coming across the front. She's still sitting over there. I said, what's going on? And I'm looking at these motherfucking roaches and shit. And she act like she don't see these motherfuckers. So, I keep one on back to like that. And so she told me, she said, well, excuse the roaches, but I got the Roach Motel over here. You know the Roach Motel is, right? So as I look at the Roach Motel, I see a roach going under the Roach Motel. Maybe this one don't want to pay. So I told her, I said, what about that roach that's going up under there? So he'll come back out. She said, I'll be right back. So I'm thinking to myself, I saw about 5 more roaches, so I'm getting ready to go, right? I said, well, I said to myself, so by the time you get your stinking ass out of here. Right when I said that roach that was on that wall right there flared his wings. I said, damn, that's a roach got away. I thought he just don't do that shit. The roach came off the wall, was flying at me. I'm going like, oh, hell no. I ran over him. The roach made a big line like that. I ran over him. I said, this motherfucker trying to land on me. So I swinging up the goddamn roach, and I got on the other side. I laid down. I said, goddamn, come out that damn room. She said, what? I said, get this goddamn roach off my black ass. Okay. Needless to say, I ain't getting no pussy that night. I'm gonna leave y'all with this thought. I love white people. I love you all because y'all can speak and have a whole conversation and change words every time. Black folks, black folks can say one word, make a whole conversation. Point take. The word is dim. It's spelled D-E-M. Let me give it to you. Gotta get in the character. Here we go. Yesterday, when I was on Mama Damn house, I was waiting for Fred Damn to come and pick me up. And I told him I was gonna go down to the store when they called me, because Mama Damn told me I had to get the fuck out of the house because I hadn't paid her no rent money. But I said, okay, Mama, as soon as Jeff and them get here, I'm gonna go and hang out with them. So, when I went to the store, I got a 6-pack of beer. I drank 3 of them. Jeff and them got there and say, hey man, did you drink all the beers? I said, you drank but 3 of them. It's okay. What about the rest of them? I said, well, one of them is still in the refrigerator. But he said, we can go pick up Shamika them, and on 3 of them, we're gonna take them over here, and then we're gonna get into bed with all of them. I said, wait a minute, you gonna get all 3 of them? I don't need but 2 of them. I said, but I don't like 1 of them. He said, well, look here, you tell your mama them that me and you and our cousin, we going over all of them house and bring back some of them. Now, I'm gonna leave you with that because when it comes to the rest of the comedians, I know you wanna hear the rest of them. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.